Objective control of the destruction of the Novator armored vehicle of the Ukrainian Armed Forces by the fiber-optic FPV drone KVN and video recording of the losses of enemy armored vehicles on the approaches to Chasov Yar. Attack drone operators destroyed an ammunition depot and two UAV control points of the Ukrainian armed forces in the area of Konstantinovka. DPR, aerial reconnaissance, discovered launch and landing sites for enemy R-18 hexacopters, which led our artillerymen directly to the UAV. Control points, enemy Baba Yaga type copters, and an ammunition depot were also destroyed. RT publishes a video from the Russian Defense Ministry. UAV operators of the 14th Separate Special Forces Brigade of the Vostok Group destroyed a UAV in the village of Bogatyr. The night of April 10th was a terrible night for the Ukrainian armed forces in the direction of Kharkiv. The FPV drone VT-40 under the control of the enemy group created a hellish night for the armed forces of Ukraine. The drone operators flew into the armored fighting vehicles at the time of the troop drop. They counted up to 15 chubs. They reinforced their successful actions with artillery strikes on a group of the armed forces of Ukraine. end this video with footage of a Russian Armed Forces FPV drone operating in the Sajansky district of the Kursk region. In the village of Novonikolayevka, FPV drones of KVN are lying motionless in the open ground to ambush the armed forces of Ukraine. When the signal of detecting the target is received, it immediately takes off and flies straight to attack the hidden target. Also in the village of Novonikolayevka, the FPV drone of KVN destroyed two American Humvees.